Have you ever stopped to think that something you eat every single day, without even realizing it, might be quietly harming one of the most important parts of your body as a man? I'm talking about your prostate. That small gland most men don't pay attention to until something goes wrong. But here's the thing, problems rarely show up overnight. They build up slowly, silently, while you keep living your life, thinking everything is fine. The food you choose, the stress you carry, the habits you ignore, they all add up. And your prostate? It's right in the middle of it all. But what if I told you there are hidden triggers in your everyday routine that are weakening your prostate without you even noticing? And what if I also told you there's a simple way to turn this around, not with expensive treatments, but with small choices you can make starting today? This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. About taking back control of your body, your health, your future. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 13 most surprising habits and foods that could be silently damaging your prostate and what you can do to protect it starting right now. Stick with me because this could be one of the most important conversations you've had about your health. And if you have any doubts or questions along the way, leave a comment. I'm here to help you. Let's start with something a lot of guys don't want to hear: processed red meat. Bacon, sausage, deli meats, hot dogs, they're everywhere. Easy to cook, tasty, part of breakfast, lunch, even snacks. But here's the truth no one talks about. Those meats are loaded with chemicals, preservatives, and additives designed to make them last longer and taste better. And those same ingredients are hurting your body from the inside out. Studies have shown that regular consumption of processed meats increases inflammation in the body, and where there's chronic inflammation, there's a higher risk for prostate enlargement and even more serious diseases. But that's not all. These meats are usually cooked at high temperatures, creating compounds called heterocyclic amines, which are known to be harmful to your cells. Think about it. Are a few slices of bacon really worth the risk? I'm not saying never eat them again. But if you're eating these meats every day or even several times a week, it's time to rethink your plate. There are better sources of protein that won't turn your prostate into a ticking time bomb. Try grilled chicken, beans, eggs, or fish instead. Small swaps can mean a longer, healthier life, not just for your prostate, but for your heart, your hormones, and your overall energy. What's one processed meat you could cut back on this week? Now let's talk about something that's been in your life since childhood: dairy. Milk, cheese, yogurt. For years we've been told they're essential for strong bones and good health. And sure, they do have nutrients like calcium and protein. But what most men don't know is that too much dairy can quietly disrupt your hormonal balance and put pressure on your prostate. It's not just about the fat content. Even low-fat dairy contains natural hormones from cows, and when those hormones enter your system day after day, they can throw your testosterone levels off track. And guess what? Your prostate is extremely sensitive to those hormonal shifts. Some research has also linked excessive dairy consumption to higher risks of prostate enlargement and even prostate cancer. The issue isn't a glass of milk now and then, it's the overload. Cereal in the morning, cheese at lunch, yogurt at night. It adds up fast. So, what can you do? You don't have to give it all up, but start being mindful. Try plant-based alternatives like almond, oat, or coconut milk. Use less cheese. Choose unsweetened yogurts in moderation. These small steps give your body space to heal and rebalance. Remember, your prostate is not asking for perfection, it's asking for relief. If you had to choose, which dairy product would be the hardest for you to let go? Let's talk about sugar. Not just the spoonful you add to your coffee, but the sugar hiding in places you don't even notice, in sauces, breads, cereals, protein bars, and so-called healthy snacks. The truth is, sugar has become a regular guest at nearly every meal. And your prostate is paying the price. When you consume too much sugar and refined carbs, like white bread, pastries, and soda, your blood sugar spikes. That spike forces your body to release more insulin. And over time, high insulin levels lead to inflammation, hormonal imbalance, and a higher risk of prostate problems. You might not feel it right away, but inside your body, these constant sugar highs and crashes are like setting tiny fires, and your prostate is caught in the smoke. Have you ever felt super energized after something sweet, only to crash hard an hour later? That's not normal. That's your body begging for stability. Cutting back on sugar doesn't mean cutting out joy. It means choosing real energy over fake fuel. Replace sugary snacks with fruits like berries or apples, choose whole grains instead of white bread, and watch your mood, energy, and bathroom habits improve. This one change can transform how you feel. So let me ask you, what sugary food do you reach for most often? And what's one sweet swap you're willing to try? Here's something many men overlook: alcohol. A cold beer after work, a glass of wine at dinner, maybe a few drinks on the weekend. Sounds harmless, right? But when alcohol becomes a regular part of your routine, it starts to take a toll, especially on your prostate. Alcohol increases inflammation throughout the body and disrupts hormone production, including testosterone. And remember, your prostate is extremely sensitive to hormonal changes. When your testosterone drops or your estrogen rises, something alcohol can trigger, your prostate can begin to enlarge or become more vulnerable to disease. On top of that, alcohol stresses your liver, which is your body's detox center. When the liver is overworked, toxins pile up and your body struggles to stay in balance. That creates a storm of inflammation and dysfunction, and your prostate feels the impact. This doesn't mean you need to cut out alcohol forever, but moderation is key.
Ask yourself honestly, do I really need that drink every night? What would happen if I took a break for a week? A month? You might sleep better, think clearer, and feel more in control of your body. Your prostate doesn't need you to be perfect, just intentional. So, what's one small shift you could make with alcohol starting today?
Now let's look at something most people never question: vegetable oils. You see them in everything: chips, salad dressings, baked goods, even so-called healthy frozen meals. Oils like soybean, corn, canola, and sunflower are everywhere. But here's the truth: when these oils are highly refined, they lose their natural nutrients and become pro-inflammatory. That means they can silently fuel the kind of internal inflammation that wears down your body over time, including your prostate. And it gets worse when these oils are used for deep frying. At high temperatures, they create harmful compounds that your body has a hard time breaking down. These compounds don't just cause gut issues or weight gain, they mess with your hormone levels and increase oxidative stress, which is a fancy way of saying they damage your cells from the inside. But the good news? You don't have to avoid all oils, just choose better ones. Extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, and flaxseed oil are full of healthy fats that fight inflammation, not feed it. Try cooking with them. Use them on your salads. Swap your go-to snacks for ones with clean labels. You'll be amazed at how much lighter and clearer you feel. The question is, what's hiding in your pantry right now that might be sabotaging your prostate without you even knowing? Let's talk about something less obvious, but just as dangerous: sitting. Yeah, just sitting. Think about it. We spend hours every day in chairs, working at a desk, driving, watching TV. And while it feels harmless, a sedentary lifestyle can seriously affect your prostate health. When you sit for too long, especially without breaks, blood flow to your pelvic area slows down. That means less oxygen, less circulation, and more pressure building up around your prostate. Over time, that can lead to swelling, discomfort, and even urinary problems. And here's the thing: you don't have to be overweight for this to be a problem. Even if you're thin, inactivity takes a toll. But the solution is easier than you think. You don't need a gym membership or a hardcore workout routine. Just move. Walk around every hour. Stretch your legs. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Go outside for a 10-minute walk after lunch. Movement keeps your blood flowing, your hormones balanced, and your organs, including your prostate, functioning better. Your body was built to move. And every little step counts. So be honest, how long do you sit each day without getting up? What's one small way you could add more movement into your routine, starting today? Now let's shift gears and talk about stress. Not just the kind you feel during a traffic jam or a tough day at work. I'm talking about the chronic, low-level stress that quietly builds up day after day. You might not even notice it anymore, but your body does, especially your prostate. Stress triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that in small doses helps you survive. But when cortisol stays high for too long, it starts doing damage. It weakens your immune system, inflames your tissues, and messes with your hormone levels, all of which directly impact your prostate. Ever had more frequent bathroom trips during a stressful week? That's not a coincidence. Your body is deeply connected, emotionally and physically. And here's the tricky part. Most men don't talk about their stress. They hold it in, tough it out, and keep going. But that pressure builds inside, and it has to go somewhere. The key isn't to eliminate stress. That's impossible. The key is to manage it. Go for a walk. Breathe deeply. Say no to something. Laugh more. Talk to someone. Your mind and body need space to recover. And the more you care for your nervous system, the more you protect your prostate and your whole life. So tell me, when was the last time you truly relaxed? Not scrolled through your phone. I mean actually disconnected and breathed. Think about it. And maybe it's time to start again. Let's talk about your gut. You might be wondering, what does my gut have to do with my prostate? More than you think. Inside your digestive system lives a massive community of bacteria, your gut microbiome. And this microbiome plays a crucial role in how well your immune system works, how your hormones stay balanced, and yes, how healthy your prostate is. But here's the catch: processed foods, artificial sweeteners, low-fiber diets, and constant antibiotics can wipe out those good bacteria and feed the bad ones. When your gut is out of balance, inflammation increases throughout your body, and your prostate feels the effects. Ever dealt with bloating, irregular digestion, or just feeling off? That could be your gut trying to tell you something. The solution? Feed your microbiome the good stuff. Eat more fiber from vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains. Add fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, or plain yogurt with live cultures. Drink more water. Cut down on junk. It doesn't take a full detox, just smarter choices day by day. A healthier gut creates a healthier environment for your entire body to thrive, and that includes protecting your prostate. When was the last time you thought about your gut health? Maybe it's time to give it a little more love. Now let's focus on hydration. Sounds simple, right? Drink more water. But most men don't realize how powerful hydration really is, especially when it comes to prostate health. Your prostate sits right next to your bladder and urethra. And when you're dehydrated, your urine becomes more concentrated, irritating those sensitive tissues. Over time, that irritation can lead to inflammation, discomfort, and a greater risk of urinary issues. Staying hydrated helps flush toxins, regulate hormones, and keep everything flowing smoothly, literally. But here's the thing, it's not just about drinking something. Coffee, soda, energy drinks, they don't count the same. In fact, too much caffeine or sugar-laden drinks can actually dehydrate you even more. What your body craves is clean, consistent hydration, mostly water, herbal teas, or natural infusions. A good rule of thumb: if your urine is dark yellow or you rarely feel thirsty, you're probably not drinking enough. And don't wait until you're thirsty by then. Your body's already behind. Carry a water bottle. Set reminders. Start your day with a big glass of water before anything else. You'll feel more alert, your digestion will improve, and yes, your prostate will thank you. So, how much water did you drink today? If you had to guess, are you giving your body what it really needs? Let's talk about sleep. You might think missing a few hours here and there isn't a big deal. But when poor sleep becomes a habit, it quietly chips away at your health, and your prostate isn't immune. While you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. Hormones rebalance, inflammation calms down, and your immune system strengthens. But when sleep is short or shallow, cortisol levels stay high, testosterone drops, and inflammation rises. That's a recipe for prostate trouble over time. Studies even show that men with chronic sleep issues are more likely to experience urinary problems and prostate enlargement. So if you're waking up multiple times at night, struggling to fall asleep, or simply not feeling rested, it's time to take it seriously. Start by creating a wind-down routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens an hour before bed, and try calming habits like reading or deep breathing. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. And stick to a regular sleep schedule, even on weekends. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's the foundation of every other part of your health. And when you improve your sleep, Everything else gets easier: your energy, your focus, your mood, and your prostate. So be honest. Are you giving your body the rest it needs? Or are you pushing through, hoping it catches up later? Now, let's shift the focus to something positive: foods that actively protect your prostate. It's not just about avoiding the bad stuff, it's about adding the good. Nature has already given us powerful tools. We just have to use them. Take tomatoes, for example. When cooked, they release a compound called lycopene, which acts like armor for your prostate cells. Lycopene helps reduce inflammation and may even slow abnormal growth. Then there's broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage packed with sulforaphane, a natural compound that supports your body's detox system and may help prevent cancerous changes. Pumpkin seeds, loaded with zinc, a mineral that supports hormone production and prostate function. And don't forget green tea, rich in antioxidants that protect against oxidative stress. The best part? These foods aren't exotic or expensive. You can find them at any local store. Add sautéed tomatoes to your breakfast. Throw broccoli into your lunch. Sip on green tea in the afternoon instead of coffee. Small actions, big difference. When you consistently feed your body what it truly needs, it responds with strength, resilience, and vitality. So instead of asking what to cut out, ask yourself this: what powerful food can I add today to help my prostate thrive? You've made it this far, and that says a lot. Most people scroll past this kind of conversation, but not you. You stayed, you listened, and maybe something clicked. Maybe now you see how much power you actually have to protect your prostate and upgrade your entire life. This isn't about fear. It's about taking ownership. Your health doesn't come down to luck, age, or genetics. It comes down to small, intentional choices made consistently: one meal, one habit, one decision at a time. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just start. Start with what you learned today. Swap one food. Move your body a little more. Sleep an hour earlier. You'll be amazed at how those small changes ripple outward. And you're not alone. This space, this channel, is here to guide you, not judge you. So now, I want to hear from you. What part of today's message hit you the hardest? What habit feels the hardest to change? Or what question do you still have about your health? Drop it in the comments. I'll be reading, I'll be responding, and I'll do my best to help you take your next step. Because this journey isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. And the fact that you're still here tells me you're ready.